Welcome to the Money Down. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us, tapping in. We see you guys commenting, liking, subscribing. We appreciate all the love and support.
Every week.
Yeah, we're excited to see this podcast grow. And as we sit here now, we figured this is a good time to share, why we started this whole thing. I think first and foremost, all of us, we met on a football field in a locker room. So we'll be talking a ton of football, sharing our knowledge, sharing our experiences, sharing our relationships that we built, throughout the years in Wisconsin, in the NFL, and so forth, in the real world as well. I think we've all built some unique relationships. So we want to give you guys a inside look on some people from the football side of things and the business and real life, real life experience. I think that's the true thing we want to get from this podcast. Yes, we love football, but we all everybody deals with real things. We want to touch on those real topics. And we talk about the money down. I'm sure you guys have seen it in our episodes. We ask plenty of people their money down, scenarios that happen in their life, not just on the football field. We want you guys to hear those things because we hope you guys are motivated to find out what's your money down moment in your life, whether it's past already, whether you're in it, or whether it's coming up. We want to make sure you're prepared for it. I know I myself, I feel like I'm in like my second money down moment in my life. I know Perko, our producer, he hit on it. When he sent that, I was like, man, I sat back and looked at it myself. I'm like, man, I'm probably in my money down moment in my post, football career, trying to get into, television broadcasting, trying to figure out life after football, trying to get on the regiment schedule and all that good stuff. So it's been 2 years removed, and it's about time to, for myself to figure out what this life is going to be going forward, because I got a lot of life to live. Only 32 years old, so I'm in that prime moment right here, in that money down moment. I'm excited to share with you guys how I figure out my way to get where I want to be in life. So I think that's the biggest thing we want to get from this. I let these guys, kind of share, their thoughts on this podcast too.
Yeah, and like you said, I think it's super dope and beneficial for our audience and shoot the kids, adults, to be able to hear these type of stories, not only from, James White, Warren Herring, myself, but we also bring, people with influence on here so that people can kind of see that this is a life to life, day to day stuff, no matter your status, no matter how much money you make, what you got, cars, jewelry, whatever it is that is your gratification. We all go through money downs in life. And, I think that's why we all pretty much got into this podcast, because the younger generation and the youth is extremely important right now. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that, us three that we kind of harp on and want to be a part of. Is just making a change and having a cause. And I think this money down is the meaning and topic behind it is super dope. Warren came up with it.
Yep.
And it's just not always football, bro. All of us have had success on the field, but I feel like most of us, when we've gone through those money down situations that we talked about, it has been in things off the field. Yeah. And I think that's where the beneficial of us is where we can be able to not coach and, tell somebody exactly what to do in that moment, because we all got different stories. We all got, different things that have molded us into how we are today. But it's kind of like a guideline, and where you can say, damn, like James White, Super Bowl champion, people see all the glamour, but it's like, bro, he's gone through some of the same life to life things that, people that everyday people are going to go through. So I'm excited for this podcast, man, as we continue to grow together. Just excited, man. I'm ready for things to roll, bro, because I think it is something that is can be, super cool for, all ages, not just kids, but even adults going through their money down moment.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think for me, this is a great opportunity to, bring people in on the conversations that we have every day. Like, obviously, we're all in a group chat and things like that. But, our conversations are real. They're authentic. They're hilarious, as for other people to, in a sense, take a jump into our text chat, basically, and our group chats and things like that to see the things that we talk about. I think is, very, beneficial. And obviously the people that we've brought on so far, you've had people talk about their money down moments. I personally love hearing, how people have, made decisions in their lives that have changed them for the better. We've heard people talk about wide varieties of things. We heard people talk about, bouncing back from injury, fighting through injury. We've heard people talk about how their faith has played an intricate role in their money down moment, and changing their lives. We've heard about, from a business aspect, how a business plan, and sticking with it and fighting through the adversity of, people telling you no and not wanting to support you, how that has changed people's lives. And so I'm looking forward to the more people that we have on here, and not just in football. I'm hoping we get other sports on here as well: basketball, baseball, people that have clothing designers, shoe designers, things like that. This is a shout out and a call for anybody that wants to share their moment. Here's a platform and a space for you to do that, to be able to motivate others that are listening. So like James said, we appreciate you guys tuning in with us each and every week. And we see the likes, we see the subscribes and things like that, the comments, we feel the love and we appreciate it. But yeah, the money down is, it's not just on the field, it's off the field too. And those are some of the best opportunities to get to know a person too, get to know the type of person they are, and, the things that they've experienced in their life, and the things that they had to overcome. Cause it's a motivating thing for myself, for James, for Sojourn. We've all, like Sojourn was saying, we all have our different life experiences, but we all go through something, right? Yeah. And sometimes, you never know who comes on. Somebody may have a similar experience to something that you as a listener, and, us as hosts and whatnot, are possibly currently going through, and to hear how they've gotten through it, could be some tips and tidbits on how we can do that ourselves, right? So definitely enjoy the platform that, has been created here, and hopefully, hoping that it continues to grow and motivate others to continue to listen and even come on and talk about their moment too. Like I said, we love people, and we love hearing everyone's stories.
And I think the thing about it too is we're all learning through this process too. For sure. Everybody that comes on here, we're learning things about them that even people that we play with, we're learning things about them that we may not have ever known. So we're learning. We hope that you guys learn from it. Hope that you guys are motivated from it. And we want to bring people on to, come on, share their stories. And like I said, we want to have a wide variety of topics to talk about, wide variety of money down moments, because everybody's money down moment is a little bit different. Everybody's life is a little bit different, but I feel like we all can relate in some aspects. So I think whether it's football, whether it's business, whether it's your faith, I think it can all intertwine. I think that's why we're so excited about this. I think we're going to have some great guests going forward. I said, we know a lot of people in a lot of different areas of life, some entertaining people, some more serious people. But like I said, we're really looking forward to this opportunity. And going forward, we're excited for this new partnership that we're going to have with BioCoach. It's going to be a truly exciting partnership. BioCoach, it puts a coach in your pocket, gives you tools to use to improve your metabolic health. They offer a metabolic health program and diabetes prevention. I know diabetes is a huge, thing that affects a lot of Americans and a lot of people across the world. I know there's probably plenty of people out there in the world that don't even know they currently have diabetes. So I think this partnership is something that we want to obviously promote as much as possible. Get a pre-screening to see if you have diabetes, or anybody in your family. Maybe you see, us talking about on our podcast, and you have somebody in your family go out there and get screened to make sure they're doing the right things to stay on top of their health. But I know for sure, for me, when it comes to this partnership, I'm excited for this. I kind of talked about, being 2 years out of the NFL. My routine has been off. It's been off since retiring. Like I work out probably 2 times every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks. So like I can just get up off the couch and go run, and like I'm all right, but I be hurting afterwards. But just to have, a coach, in my pocket, kind of having that accountability. I know Soj is the most in shape person on this podcast. He be boxing, he be working out, every day of the week. So I'm trying to get back in a groove. Obviously, I think your physical health helps your mental health. And I think for myself personally, just having that accountability, whether it's eating right or working out consistently, to have somebody, to really check in with, to make sure I'm doing the right things, I think this is going to be great for me. We're all used to having coaches and somebody to critique you, on a day-to-day basis, whether you kind of liked it or not. Like, I'm excited for this partnership.
Yeah, me too. And what I'm super excited for is just the motivation aspect. A lot of people want to do better, want to eat better, want to work out, but just missing a little bit of motivation, a little bit of something that'll just give them that push to either get in the gym every morning or every day, or to work out and run, do whatever at any aspect of it. But I just think just overall, like the pre-screening, I think a lot of people in our age group, obviously I'm the youngest out of all of us, but I think we kind of have this feeling of, we're young. So, when you hear diabetes, you think of later on in life, you know what I'm saying? But, we've been seeing, right, a lot of younger people are, starting to be diagnosed with, pre-diabetes and even diabetes. And then for some of us, like I know for myself, diabetes actually runs on, my mom's side of the family. So, you get what I'm saying? So like, I'm excited for this type of stuff because you can get ahead of the game, man. Some of this stuff you can't control. Like I said, it can be hereditary in your family. But if you can get ahead of that, you can get ahead of the ball and, put yourself in the right, situations, eating right, working out, drinking water, that's super important, right? Drinking water, the things that you can control, to be able to have this as a tool to help out, not only ourselves, but, the people that tune into this podcast, or even, if somebody just runs across, BioCoach, I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And just, being able to have a conversation with them, just hearing how passionate they are about it and how passionate they are about, physical health and mental health has been really awesome to hear. We've talked a lot about health. I feel like our country, our world's talked a lot about the importance of health, recently. And so that's why I'm excited to partner with them, just because it's something that, they've shown their passion for. That's something that we need. Like you mentioned. So it's like my family, on my dad's side of the family, that we've had a history of diabetes, certain people having diabetes in my family. So I think that's important for a guy like myself. My weight fluctuates a lot, bro. I love sweets. I was not the country I was just gonna add that, like, like you said, even us being, genuine and having a real conversation like that. If people was to go through our Instagram group chat, bro, every other message is a dessert from a restaurant that's been posted.
Crazy.
All type of
cheesecake, cookies.
So it's important for us to kind of like jump on this.
But yeah, man, it's important. And like I said, especially for myself, like I'm really excited to work with the doctors and the dietary coaches that they have. That they have a really good team. And they've put together some really good plans. They have meal preparation, meal planning, coaches for physical activity, coaches for dietary plans. Like it's the real deal. And so I'm really excited to be a part of the partnership with them and to be able to, take advantage of the offerings that they have, because it's necessary and it's needed, especially, like I said, for myself. Like I need it. My wife is an amazing cook, but I'll be going back for thirds and fourths. The Lord has blessed me with an amazing wife that can cook, which your boy need to learn how to push the plate back. So I need that accountability. I need that accountability in my life. So definitely excited for this partnership.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be sharing our journey, with this bio coaching. Like I said, I'm excited I want to shed some pounds. I want to shed a little bit of weight. I want to challenge myself. I think that's a big thing too. It's a challenge, just I need that sort of competitive edge back. You don't really get it anymore, being removed from the football field. So I'm excited to take on this challenge as far as, really learning and accepting the things that I need to fix as far as, eating and working out. It's going to be exciting. If you guys want to, find out more info about BioCoach, check them out at biocoach.io to get more information. You can probably get yourself pre-screened or somebody else in your family pre-screened. We'll be sharing updates about our journey throughout this BioCoach process. It's going to be a lot of fun, but make sure you guys keep tuning in with us. We've been appreciating all the love, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, all the good stuff on YouTube. Make sure you keep liking, subscribing. We're going to have a lot of good stuff going forward.
Join us on this journey with BioCoach. Let's get it.
Before we continue, let's have a word from our sponsor, Prize Picks. It's NBA playoff time, so make sure you head over to Prize Picks and bet over or under on some of your favorite athletes' projected stats. And when you use our promo code MONEYDOWN, Prize Picks will match up to $500 on your first deposit. I repeat, when you use our promo code MONEYDOWN, Prize Picks will match up to $500 on your first deposit. You can bet small and win big prizes. Welcome to the Money Down Locks with KoolKen. He's back.
Yes, Big Ken in the building.
Playoffs, NHL playoffs. We get to that after the NBA playoffs. Mm-hmm. You know, Warren's the only one on here who's a Chicago Bull fan. So we got to talk our stuff, man. He thought he was going to, knock us off because Jimmy Butler was hurt, but had to send them boys packing, man.
Beat them by 30, dog.
Sorry, y'all about to get smoked anyway in the first round. So,
what we
talking about?
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna go to KoolKen with it first.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet.
Nah, we ain't getting swept.
Yeah, y'all getting swept.
So that'll be the first series we hit on. Celtics Heat. What you thinking, Ken?
Yes, sir. So Celtics Heat for all my bettors out there. Y'all know there's a number one rule when it comes to betting. Don't bet with your heart. Don't bet with your heart. But I'm going against the grain. See me? I'm going to sprinkle something on the Heat to win the series. You feel me? I did it last year. It worked out for me. I'm going to do it again this year. But my advice to all the bettors out there, I do think the Celtics are going to win. It's going to be tough. We don't have our alpha dog, Jimmy. I say Celtics in 5. But the Heat and fan mini is not going to admit that. So,
I mean, it's tough this year. Every other year, we done gone up against them the last several years. I put my bread on the Heat, but I don't know this year. Boston done been, to the finals and lost. They want their revenge on us too. So I know they're gonna come out ready to play first round. We the underdogs. No Jimmy Butler. Yeah, they should run away with it in about 5. But don't sleep on the Heat though.
Bro, I'm hurt, dog. Ask me in my farm off if I'm all right. He gonna get smoked.
What's so crazy is me and Ken was talking about it a little bit earlier today, and he brought to my attention that we've played them this season without Jimmy Butler, and we gave them some issues. So obviously the playoffs, everything get magnified a little bit more, and it's all about matchups, and obviously JT, Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, they got a team and some dudes around that's going
and a bench
and a bench, right? A strong bench. But man, I'm looking for us to come out there with that Heat culture that we always talking about. Like we ain't listen, swept. I don't see us get swept.
No.
We ain't get swept.
Get one. Nah.
You're gonna get one.
We ain't getting swept.
We're gonna get one.
But, man, wouldn't it be crazy if we come out there and steal game 1 and we put a shift to all this thing? So, like Ken said, man, I ain't gonna bet with my heart. You feel me? You gotta keep it a beam with yourself. But I think Boston gonna take the series, man.
Yeah, this their year to do it if they're gonna do it. 100%.
It's now or never for them.
Yeah, now
it's now or never.
It's now or never for them.
Let's roll to the next series. I mean, they had game 1 today as we talking right now. Cavs Magic. Cavs handled business today. Donovan Mitchell was going stupid out there. So I don't know what you like in that matchup, Ken.
So like Jay said, I was talking to him a little bit earlier today, and I like the Cavs. They are usually they do they don't play well or they underperform in the playoffs.
Yeah,
we are used to them doing that, but I think they beat the Magic in round 1. Like Jay said, the Magic are young. They are a young team. They're not experienced. So I think Cleveland, on paper, they have a great team.
Oh yeah,
they have a great team. So I think they win. I think they win. It might be a sweep. To me, I say 5, but I think it's gonna be a sweep.
Oh, it's gonna be tough though. The Magic, they got some ball players.
Paolo Banchero,
that boy be balling.
Banchero,
Suggs, Markelle Fultz. They got a deep little roster. Yeah, it's probably not their time, but they definitely gonna be one of them teams in the next year, 2, 3 years. They're gonna be right there, and they moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and I think the only thing with Orlando is just inexperience and they small a little bit.
Yeah,
I just watching the game because I betted. Me and Ken was talking earlier, and I betted on Cleveland, and Donovan Mitchell came out there. Obviously, it's been a lot of talks around him about how he performed in the postseason, and then also it's a lot of speculations of him being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This is a big off season coming up.
Come
Heat,
to
come on
Miami.
now.
Come to Miami.
Come on
Yes,
now.
sir.
Oh
Come on
no,
now.
send
We
it.
all know where
Send
y'all
it.
want to go.
Send it. Send it, right?
Come to Chicago. Stop playing.
Man,
Yeah,
Demar trying to get up out of
Demar,
there.
What?
yeah.
He said, I'm
You
trying to
feel me?
win.
we're gonna be back.
Yeah. Like, I think Cleveland walks away, with a breeze in this series right here. I just think they just got too much power. And then also, like I said, like I brought up earlier, just the inexperience in Orlando. They got a good team around them, but it's one of them years where it's like, you get your feet wet. Next year, you kind of know, like, all right, when I do make it to the playoffs, like I said a little bit earlier, like everything's magnified times 10. You could be in them pressure situations and you can hoop.
Yeah. What you think, Warren? What you think about that series? Who you like?
I like the Cavs, bro. I mean, I feel like experience plays a part. Like we said, I know the Cavs have underperformed in seasons past in the playoffs, but I like the experience. Donovan Mitchell's balled out this first game, so I like the Magic. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if they have enough right now, to take the series.
For sure. We'll go to the next series, Bucks Pacers. Obviously, Giannis still banged up, right? But they still got Dame, Middleton. They still got a good little squad. This one gonna be a little hostile, right? Who that was talking trash during regular season, saying we'll see them down the line. I forgot who that was on the Bucks, but they here. They here now. What you like in this one, Ken?
Ooh. So for people that don't know, the Pacers actually won the series in the regular season. They won it 3-1. But they did make some trades. I think all that was earlier this year. Buddy Hield played for all those. Obviously, Buddy Hield's not on the team no more. I think he was there for all those games.
Yeah.
Obviously, we want to know when Giannis comes back. I do think the Bucks win the series, but I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I say it goes about 6, maybe 7. We don't know. Depends on Giannis coming back, but I do have the Bucks winning that series.
It's crazy though because like they say that Dame plays better without Giannis on the court. You get what I'm saying? So like, I'm looking for Dame and Dame is my favorite player in the league right now. Obviously, with all that transpired this past off season, y'all boys could tell I was on a Dame train. I would have traded. Listen, if I was Pat, I would have traded anybody on the roster except Bam and Jimmy. They could have took anybody, because
you would have traded away a Hero.
He ready to ship
him, right? You be ready to ship Hero.
I would keep Hero. I would keep Hero.
Listen, he would have had to slide, fam. It's Dame, bro.
He was the reason y'all boys made the playoffs.
Listen, it's Dame Lillard. He is a game changer. He is one of the best point guards in the league. You've seen, like, as far as like sending teams home in the postseason, all these game winners. He's that type of player, and he elevates his game once he gets into the playoffs. And I just feel like how he's gonna be able to perform now. He got some shit going on off the court. You feel me? And this is kind of like his, you know what I'm saying? This kind of like his safe haven, right? Like your getaway. You can come in here and it's really your show. So I'm looking forward to him cutting up. I know him in the point guard for the Pacers. I don't know how to say his last name.
Halliburton.
Yeah. I know them boys. A little different, but I know them boys. No. I know them boys. Be talking shit to each other, and they kind of got their little battle going on within the game. Yeah, so this is time. Like he always doing. It's time, man. It's time for sure. So I'm gonna go Bucks. I'm gonna go Bucks in 6, man. I'm gonna go Bucks in 6.
I think they might go 7, but I like the Bucks too. I think gonna push them to the edge. Who you liking that one, Warren?
I like the Bucks too. You know what? I take that back.
Pacers gonna test them now.
Pacers gonna test. I take that back. I think the Pacers gonna win this series. When was the last? Pacers ain't been to the playoffs since what, like 2020 or something like that. It's been a minute. I think they were in there a few years ago.
I can't recall, but I know they've been close a few years.
Bro, and I think to to take, I think what did they take 4 to 5 games in the regular season? Ken was talking about, bro.
Yeah.
I think that means something.
Yeah.
That means something. And whenever Giannis decides to come back and play, but without him, bro, I don't know if you got a chance, bro.
Yeah.
I think the Pacers take it, bro. And Halliburton, he a baller, dog.
Yeah, it's gonna get hostile. Malik Beasley, who were talking.
Yeah, it was Malik
stuff.
Beasley.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. It was Malik Beasley.
I had to look that up. It's
Hey,
gonna be
all I
good.
know is he better show up in the playoffs talking all that
Yeah.
gas.
Better who?
They gonna find you. They gonna find you.
I tell y'all one thing. I'm for sure when it comes to betting, you gotta take the over on the points, man.
Yes,
them people scoring.
Take the over.
Them people scoring 150 and giving up 150 or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely take the over when it comes to, if you just trying to look for a lot to bet with.
Yeah, take the over.
We'll go to the last series in the East. I think this is going to be the best series out of them all. Knicks, 76ers.
That was a game.
It was a good game, man. The Knicks, man, they've been trying to put pressure on people these last 2 years. Brunson been balling. Randall hurting everything, but they still got some ballers, man. DiVincenzo been going crazy. Embiid back. But what y'all like in this series?
I like the Knicks. I think they win in 6. They got the bodies to compete with Embiid. They got Mitchell, Mitchell Robinson, Ian, I think his name is, off the bench.
Yeah.
For a bet, I like Josh Hart, points, rebounds, assists. He is a worker.
Okay. And he went to work today too. He went to work today.
He did. For my 2K players out there, the badge workhorse. Just put Josh Hart. He played the whole second half today. It's a
Workhorse Hall of Fame.
Workhorse Hall of Fame, man.
I feel it.
Purple. You know what, bro? This is one of them situations, bro. I know New York gonna win the series, dog. I want Embiid to get over that hump, man. And he's trying, bro. Like, you can obviously see, everybody in here knows when you do get injured, the tough part about getting over that hump is the mental aspect of just trusting, whatever part or whatever injury you might have had, with your knee, your shoulder, getting out there and just trusting in that when you went through the rehab process, it's back to where it needs to be, and you can hoop at 100%. You could definitely tell today, like, he has some possessions where it's just that, like, I want to go, but I don't, what I'm saying? Like, I don't really too much know. And they put him in a lot of situations where he had to shoot, and you could tell, like, he couldn't push the ball because he can't jump off his knee for real. So, man, but Maxey hooped pretty well today. Yeah. I mean, he gonna have to step up a little bit. Kyle Lowry was hooping out there.
Hooping in the playoffs.
Did y'all want him back? Y'all want him back? Y'all want him back on the Heat?
Straight.
It's all love, though.
They gonna make a trade for Kyle Lowry. They gonna make a trade for Dame. Forget that.
Who you liking that series, Warren?
Man. Bro, you know what? I personally have the Knicks making it to the finals, bro. Like, yeah, bro. But for me, I think at least on the East, it's got to be the Knicks or the Celtics.
Yeah,
it's got to be the Knicks.
Y'all don't like that,
bro? Hey, I like the Knicks, bro. The Knicks have been playing some good team basketball.
The finals, though.
Bro, I think they can do it, bro. I think they could do it, bro. They got like you talk about, bro. They got the workhorses to do it, bro. They got shooters. They have big men that can play with Embiid. They got big men that can play with anybody else in the East. I mean, I think that they prime for a deep run.
Yeah, I mean,
know that Magic Johnson meme, the boy.
I think they got a chance, man. The East not as strong this year.
It's not Boston, strong. I wouldn't even name the Heat.
Yeah, Boston should be the ones to come out of there, but anybody else is fair game to the Knicks. I think they could be right there in the mix.
Yeah.
And to now that I think about it, because I had asked Ken earlier, I was like, man, do they have people like the size to go against an Embiid? And he was like, they do. And
they do, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It showed today with how both of, their centers, the guy that starts and then the person off the bench, how they both played against Embiid. He definitely, struggled. They gave him tough looks, and that's what it's about. So when I think about matchup wise, if I think about the Celtics, right, you're going to have somebody that can slow Porzingis down.
Yeah.
And they have the people to do that. And then I want to say his name's OG.
OG Anunoby.
Yep.
Like OG, like I feel like you can put him on the Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
and
True.
and
Yeah.
and
Good
and
matchup.
and, and make it tough for him. That's all I can ask you to do is make it tough. So,
Yeah.
I said hell no, but I mean Warren, you might be on
Yeah. Hey, yeah, bro. Like I said, it's either the Knicks or the Celtics, bro, to represent the
Yeah.
East, bro. It's
Yeah.
the Celtics. Like this is the year to do it, like for real.
It is.
But I definitely think the Knicks got what it takes for
Yeah.
sure.
I like the Knicks over the 76ers in that one too. Go
Yeah.
to the West. Thunder versus Pelicans. What you
Ooh.
liking that one, Ken?
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go Thunder. I'm gonna go Thunder in
I
6.
like
They're a young team, but they got the number 1 seed for a reason. The boys balling at
Mm-hmm.
SGA. Maybe
Yeah.
future MVP, the MVP of the season.
Could
Maybe.
be.
Maybe
Yeah.
could be.
Look out
Could
good.
for his
be.
betters. Look out for his points. I know he scores. He had a crazy streak where he scored 30 straight points. So look out for his points. If it's around maybe the high 20s, maybe I would take it. I would take it.
Yeah. What you
Yeah,
like? What you liking now?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. OKC. It's extremely dope to see a young team like
They get
that get the 1 seed, but then also you get a chance to see how they gonna maneuver and how they gonna, they gonna show up because that's what everybody's been talking about. Even when I watch First Take in the morning, all they saying is, how young this team is, and then actually, I want to say, Shannon Sharp came out and said something crazy the other day, like they ain't got.
Lakers want to see them. They should have seen
Yeah,
them
like
at
they don't got no
What?
chance. They don't got no chance at all. He was pretty much saying so. When you in these type of, when you're in the locker room, people may say they don't hear the noise, but you hear the noise.
You
So
hear that for
now
sure.
you hear it for sure. So now it's time to, what I'm saying, put it together. But this series right here, obviously, Zion with the hamstring, we don't know what his timetable is. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go OKC.
I like OKC too. I like SGA. You got a lot of youth. Chat played all the games this year. He a difference maker in the paint, scoring buckets, blocking shots. They got a nice little core. I think they can go on a deep run. I know we still get caught up, in the Steph Currys and the Bronze and all that being the ones that make it to the finals. But these young teams, man, it's about their time to,
Hey,
go look. I know Denver the favorite probably once again. They play good team basketball, but
for sure.
Thunder dangerous, man. Huh?
Yeah.
What you like in this
I,
series, Warren?
bro, before the hamstring, before Zion hamstring, I would have said New Orleans. Bro, I like the Pelicans, bro. Especially when Zion at full strength,
Yeah.
like Brandon Ingram
Yeah,
played
he was
very
hooping last
well.
night.
Bro, he was hooping, bro. He was hooping. And then you got CJ McCollum. I mean,
Yeah.
CJ a weapon. So I mean, like I said, before Zion, like I think Zion, they need to have Zion to be at full strength
Yeah.
for sure. But depending on that hamstring, I gotta go with OKC, bro. That youth, they play well as a team. Shea Gilgeous Alexander for sure,
Yeah.
future MVP. Yeah, I'm going with OKC, man.
It's
I'm
gonna
going
be
with OKC.
gonna be a fun one. I get to
For
this.
sure.
Gonna be a fun series right here. Clippers Mavericks.
Yes,
This
sir.
Ooh.
Sir.
it's
Yes,
tough
sir.
right here. I don't know which way to go. This going
Nah,
to 7. This gotta go
it
7.
got to, bro.
Got
A piece of me is like, bro, I want the Clippers to win. 'Cause I want them to get over this hump. Like, obviously, like I'm a Kawhi fan, and obviously PG's a hooper. They got Russ. You know what I'm saying? They got good pieces around them, but it's like, dog, Luca and Kyrie,
Luka and
bro.
Kyrie,
Been
bro.
balling
I
this
can't.
year.
It's I mean,
Mm,
I don't know how you stop Luca. I
at
I
all.
don't think anybody know how to. I don't think anybody got it. But I mean, if it's anybody to do it, right? Like Kawhi,
Yeah.
bro. I
You got
mean,
Yeah.
PG. You got different matchups for
you
him.
got different matchups for him, different looks, and like Ken alluded to earlier, for all our 2K fans out there, Kawhi got that lockdown badge
Clamp.
on him,
Oh, for
man.
sure. Clamp.
That thing
Clamp.
house game.
Clamps.
So I don't know, man, bro. I just want to see a good series for that, for that series because I am a fan of both organizations.
I like the Mavs in this one. I think they're gonna stress them, man. That
Yeah.
Kyrie and Luka gonna put that stress on them,
Ooh,
boy.
yeah.
It's gonna
yeah.
be a ton of isolation, that's what it's gonna
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
Luka, Kyrie taking their turns, but they got Derrick Jones. They got all these different guys that can, mix in there and ball out for them. So it's gonna be a fun matchup, man. What you like, Warren?
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go with the Mavericks, bro. I like Kyrie and Luca, bro. They've been playing
Yeah,
well.
man, open for
I
sure.
mean, yeah, how you gonna stop him? I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you got on the other side, you got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George is a really good defender, bro.
Yeah,
And
forget
what
about that.
plays defense?
Yeah.
But then you can I switch my pick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no,
That boy
bro.
don't know who you want.
Bro. But you know what though, bro? Like we could see playoff P.
Yeah.
We could
Playoff
see playoff P. We could see playoff P.
We ain't seen it in a
But
minute.
it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But nah, I think I'm gonna stay with the Mavs. I think the Mavs got the firepower. I just don't see how you stop Luka, bro.
I got a
I just
question
don't
for
see it.
y'all. If the Clippers do lose, do you break that team up?
Ooh.
Yeah, it might be time. Yeah.
You said you ship
MPG,
James. You ship Harden for sure.
I think if of the big three, if you gotta pick one to go, I say Harden.
Yeah, James Harden gotta go. Yeah.
I think
P
he might be-
contract up
I think
too.
he
I
might
think
be
P.
free. So I think don't quote me on that,
Yeah.
Tell y'all, though, somebody gonna offer Paul George
Yeah.
that check. You know what
Oh,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
I mean, he's still
Yeah,
a
for
still
sure.
a one. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
For sure.
I don't know, but that's gonna be real interesting with that series, bro. That might be the best series,
Round one.
honestly, out this first round out of both conferences.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Open up a new stadium too for them boys too. So it's gonna be a lot
Yeah.
of hype around that. I'm sure they're gonna try and keep it together. All them boys from Cali, so I'm sure them boys ain't trying to slide.
For the betters out, for the betters out there, I would say sprinkle something on Luka triple double. I think he might,
Oh, for sure.
It's plus
Yeah.
250. They're gonna send
like that.
doubles, so I think he's gonna get his assists for sure. He knows he'll get his rebounds. He's gonna score for sure. So
I like that.
I like that.
I like that for sure.
Let's go Timberwolves Suns. You know the Wolves was on fire today, boy.
Ant was going crazy.
Hey, he got underrated footwork. He was in that post doing all type of crazy junk today, making all type of athletic finishes. We'll get to our picks, but I like about who we think gonna win the final. I think I'm going with the Wolves. I'm gonna go ahead and say it early, but I like the Wolves. They dangerous, man. They got size, they got the athleticism, they got defenders. I mean, it's all gonna go through Anthony Edwards. If he ain't on, then they ain't got a chance. But I like the Timberwolves in this series. What's your thoughts on this series, Ken?
I'm gonna go Timberwolves too. I'm gonna go Timberwolves. Actually, Anthony Edwards, my favorite player, current player in the league right now. I'm gonna go Anthony Edwards, and he's playing against his favorite player, Kevin Durant. That's fire.
Yeah.
That's gonna fire him up to perform, want to do good. So I would take his points because he wants to outperform. He wants to outplay KD for sure.
Yeah.
He like them bragging rights. He want to talk his shit. That's what he loves doing that. So I like the Wolves.
Yeah, man, it's tough, dog. Cause, bro, KD and Dame is like that. Is 1A, 1B for like favorite players in the league now. Obviously, when Wade was in the league, he was who we grew up watching and who all of us I know James, myself, and Ken. That's who our favorite player was, dog. So, it's very interesting, right? We spoke and said how me and Ken talked earlier, and I put my little ticket together, and Ken been telling me for the longest. He's like, bro, the Suns is on the shit list. Don't bet. Don't bet on the Suns, bro. And he been telling me that. And of course, me, I'm hard headed. So I put the Suns +9, right? So I didn't think they was gonna get blowed out. You get what I'm saying? And then I took KD with the points. KD came out cooking.
Yeah, he was.
So I knew that was gonna cover, and it did cover. I think KD ended up having 31. He ended up having 30 plus.
Yeah, 31.
But man, like y'all said, bro, man, Ant-Man, dog, like what he did in the third quarter, because I watched that game, obviously, because I had money on it, and he started out slow, but like you said, James, it run through him, and what he did in that third quarter, and like, man, the shit talking, like that's what we like to see. A lot of people when they go against their rival, their idol, they kind of bow down to the moment, and they kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you can tell with him, it's go mode. It's go every single time. Like, I don't care who it is. This could be my favorite basketball player. This could be a family member. Like, you got to get the work. And, just seeing I didn't know he had that step back from range in his bag. Like, I knew he had to,
I'll work on that.
I know he got
a score. That's what they 2K.
I know he got the midi, obviously, elite finisher, whether he want to bang on you or he want to, lay package is good. But what he was able to do from range, I think it was like 2-3 threes in a row that he hit all on KD. And it was just like, damn, like, He in that zone.
Nice.
So
That's
he in that
that's gonna
zone.
be that's gonna be a future MVP too, bro.
No,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
he's definitely getting him one, maybe two. I mean,
And
I got.
and I love the
Go ahead, bro.
charisma I'm sorry, I love the charisma he
I
got. Like
love it, bro.
them,
Yeah,
them the type of teammates that's what make sports fun. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like being around people that's, energetic like that and always in good spirits, man. So, shout out to Ant-Man. He already in that position, but he definitely on his way to being the face of the league in my books.
yeah.
For sure.
I like all the crap talking, bro.
Yeah.
And he young too.
For
And the
sure.
thing is, buddy know he good, bro.
Yeah.
Buddy know he fire, bro. He know he fire.
Yeah,
So
you
just
see-
like just hearing him to bro, just hearing it and like just seeing him put that junk into play, bro. Like that's cold. But I got Minnesota winning this series, bro. I think the Timberwolves gonna take this series for sure.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah.
We get to the final one, the one that's going on right now as we talking. Dang,
I'll be peeking.
Yeah, Nuggets done took off a little bit. Who y'all like?
Yeah.
Nuggets, Lakers.
Man, yeah, people in here, man, that shit. That Lakers shit over with, dog.
It's about to be it's gonna be a 4-0 sweep, bro.
A
I
sweep.
don't know if they gonna.
It's gonna be a sweep, bro. It's gonna be a sweep.
I don't know if they sweep them, but it ain't going. In my opinion, it ain't going past 6.
Bro, it's gonna be a sweep.
Nuggets is
LeBron gonna retire after this year.
Boy, that man ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
I say Nuggets in 6, but Anthony Davis is the key. If he plays great,
Yeah.
Lakers have a chance. They have a chance,
Yeah.
but it's up to him.
It's tough. I like the Nuggets in this one too. I think it's on D'Lo. D'Lo got to go crazy. He got to match the same energy that Murray be going crazy whenever he play the Lakers. This dude, he be turning it on, man. He be step back, pull up, lay package. He be going crazy. And they role players. They play so well. Porter, Caldwell Pope, all these dudes, Braun, them boy be hooping, man.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the Nuggets. They be
I'm tripping.
the
Yeah.
Nuggets together. They do their thing together. They play. They're a deep team, dog.
Yeah.
So I like the Nuggets in this one. Who you like, Warren?
I like Nuggets, bro. I ain't gonna entertain that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think the Nuggets gonna full sweep them, bro. I don't get me wrong, love LeBron. Great leader, great player, and LeBron gonna have his moment. LeBron gonna take over.
He gonna get his shit.
But like you said, if D'Lo and AD ain't giving them that support, it's gonna be a sweep, bro.
And obviously, for the Lakers, it do run through D'Lo and AD because Bron gonna do what he gonna do. You need just strong players from obviously your 1A or your 2 player. But Joke is so good, man.
Yeah.
Like it's certain people that can, and we hear about it all the time. Like, and we've witnessed it with the old LeBron. Like just how he was able to be able to control the game. Obviously, he can score at will when he wanted to, but what he was able to do with getting other people involved, rebounding, just some of the things that he's seen. And, even from hearing Bron talk about, Joke is like, he say how smart he is. And, obviously starting to watch basketball, you start, the terminology we may not understand, but when somebody out there and they piece it and they putting everything together and they making stuff happen. And he's just one of them players where I just feel like he just got that impact and chokehold on the game that you can come out here and I can score 40 if I'm AD, and it's just like it's really not gonna matter. It's not much you can really do. I see Denver being a top team in the West and obviously being in the finals, kind of like how the Heat was and how San Antonio was. Just whenever they want to go to the finals, and if they healthy, they gonna make it because their team is just is strongly constructed and all the players is needed that you need. They have on that squad.
Yeah, they're gonna be a tough out. I guess to wrap the NBA Finals talk, what's y'all predictions? Who gonna be in the finals? Who gonna win it? What y'all like?
So I would say for the East, the winner of the second round matchup, I'm predicting the Celtics and the Cavs to play each other in the second round. Cavs are my dark horse. If they could somehow beat the Celtics in the second round, I think they make to the finals. But obviously, I got Boston coming out the East.
Ooh.
The West. I can't call it.
Gotta give some time.
I might lean towards you, James. I like the Wolves. I like the Wolves. I like that team a lot. But Denver, I don't know if I could bet against Denver right now.
Yes.
Although I don't think they're the same team as last year. They did
No,
lose.
you're not.
They're not the same, but I think Denver repeat or go back to the finals. Let me say that.
Yeah. I know out of the East, I like Boston. I think this day time to try and get back to the chip. Out of the West, I like them Wolves. I like them Wolves coming up out of there. I'm a pick. I like the Wolves to win the chip. I think that'd be a fun series in the finals.
Yeah, it
Anthony
would.
Edwards going against Tatum, Jaylen Brown. The young up and coming, prime playmakers in the NBA. That'd be fine. But I know Nuggets gonna be a tough out for sure.
Yeah, they got to get past some Nuggets.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. I mean, you gotta play perfect against them dudes, literally.
And y'all kind of, what I like about the Wolves, dog, is Ant-Man will tell you like, nah, like if I'm playing JT, like, nah, I want him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, just throughout the process of just watching basketball more, like I've noticed a lot of superstars don't really check the other teams, opposing teams superstar.
Yeah.
And those guys on that team, and especially led by him, he gonna give whoever's covering him on the offensive end, he gonna work them, and then on the defensive side, he gonna say, you know what, like I'm gonna go out here and if he beat me, he beat me, but it's gonna be all it's gonna be I'm gonna take that matchup, and I like it. Man, the finals prediction, I'm gonna go Boston and Denver, and I think it's gonna be an extreme one of those finals for the ages, just because of what I like with the matchups. Obviously, we know how Porzingis is, right? When Porzingis is healthy, from the time he was in New York to when he was in Dallas,
tough.
Like he a tough guard, dog, and he's a great player. So it just all depends on how his health is. Obviously, we know what Jaylen Brown and JT are, bro. They're young superstars. JT is transcending and putting himself in that conversation of being the face of the league. And then, just having to go and figure out how they're going to have to stop Joker and, Jamal Murray and that whole cast is going to be cool. But I would like to, y'all kind of got me on the Dallas train a little bit. But Dallas don't play no defense to me.
Yeah.
Like Luka's a liability on the defensive side of the ball. So I just don't see them getting past, some of these teams that, are gonna be able to, play defense.
Clippers in 7, man. I got Clippers winning that series.
Okay. Who you like, Warren? Who going to the finals? Who gonna win it?
I already told you. I think it's gonna be between Boston and the Knicks, and I think, like I said, I think the Knicks gonna make it. I think the Knicks will get there. I think we'll see Spike Lee going crazy on the front row. The Knicks ain't been there in a minute, so I'm gonna go with the Knicks. And the West, bro, and this stuff happens every year, bro. The West has so many teams that are good enough to play in the finals. I'm not saying that the East don't, but usually in the East you got a clear cut like
one or two.
Got a good idea, one or two that know, and you know who it is. Yeah. But the West is always up for grabs, bro. And bro, I'm gonna say Nuggets just because of who they are and what they got, what they did last year. Like, bro, I think it's gonna be the Knicks and the Nuggets, to be honest with you. But my dark horse, I mean, I guess they're not really a dark horse, but I mean, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think OKC got a chance.
You can't forget about them.
I can't forget about them. Yeah. And the thing is, like, they're the one seed in the West, bro. You can't forget about them, right? Yeah. But they my dark horse, even though they're one seed, because truth be told, like, I don't think they're gonna make it. But
yeah, it's great. Nobody really giving them a shot, and they the one seed. So we're gonna see what they do.
But the thing is, but the thing is, like, obviously the regular season matters, right? Yeah. But like, people don't play in the regular season like they do in the playoffs, bro. They don't play like it's like they play to make. I think they play to make it to the playoffs, and then they turn it up a notch. Like, because you got how many games you playing? 85 or something like that.
82 games.
82 games. So like,
I think that's what's going to cost them. I think they're going to game plan for SGA, and once you take him out, you could beat OKC.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, people you get these younger teams. You know what I'm saying? These younger teams leading the standings and all that stuff and their records and whatnot. But once by the time you get to the playoffs, LeBron, Steph, Jokic, they all show up. It's a different story. So it's like you can't look at overall records no more and how teams played in the regular season because you got load management. That's a thing and all that stuff too. So.
That NBA playoffs is about superstars, man. The regular season. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't matter because it obviously does as far as like chemistry. obviously knowing, what person is good, what they're good at, where they're hot at, what spots are their best, percentage they shoot from. I heard one of the commentators talking about that today. He was talking about KD as far as just how his percentage and how, however percentage he shot once he was inside the three. And it's like, think about it, like, damn, okay, like if you take 10 shots inside the 3-point line, like you expected him to make 8 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like 6, 7, like high, expecting him to make a high percentage of them. And I just think with OKC, I mean, like you said, SGA, once you take him out of the equation, not saying that the guys around him aren't good, but when you go against these teams like, the Clippers or Denver, Dallas with so many superstars, and we're not talking about we talking about like top 75 greatest in the game type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when that star power is going to take over, and they just don't have enough.
Yeah, I mean that youth though. Don't sleep on it. They're gonna be out there playing with their hair on fire.
Running the gun.
It can help them or hurt them though.
Hey, y'all think people take that in season playoff more serious next year?
They take it serious. Yeah, they take it serious.
500 racks.
Yeah. You see what the Lakers did? Them boys are hooping for real.
And I think it was dope because Bron came out and said, like, bro, all this stuff is, is trail end of what Bron said. Yeah. Bron came out with like 500 racks. Shit, I'm
free money.
You got a superstar taking it serious, then everybody gonna follow suit.
Everybody gonna follow suit.
I just, what I'm saying, when it first started, when something come out like that, when it first started happening, people ain't all into it for sure, for real. But
Yeah, I think it's solid, man. But what other plays you got for us, Ken, aside from the NBA playoffs? What you like, man?
As we know, the NHL playoffs are starting as well. I know there's probably not a lot of hockey fans out there, but for the hockey fans that are watching, I got some picks for y'all. I took some notes and I got y'all. So first round, I got the Carolina Hurricanes winning against the New York Islanders. Carolina made me a lot of money this year. They are. They made me a lot of money this year.
Dog going off them dollar bills.
You feel me?
That's what it's about.
But they do play good defense. Both teams play good defense. So if you're looking for bet, I think they win and take their unders. I like the unders in that.
Okay.
I like the Nashville. I like Nashville to beat the Canucks. I like the Panthers just because it's the hometown team. Shout out to the Panthers. They do play Tampa Bay. Shout out Florida. I like Boston to beat Toronto.
Okay, Bruins.
Yep. I like Dallas, the Dallas Stars. I like them to win. I like the New York Rangers to win. And then the Jets play the Colorado Avalanche. That one's kind of iffy to me. The Jets did win the series. They swept them boys in the regular season. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna go Jets. And I would say take their over because when they played, they went 6, 8, and 7. So I would take their overs. The Oilers and the Kings. I would go Oilers. I would go Oilers.
Yeah,
and that's what I got.
See, I can't help y'all with that hockey.
And listen, I am not a hockey expert, so please, if they don't hit, don't come. Don't come for me.
My dog get that inbox blown up. Them DMs blown up.
All I know is, bro, the Panthers fire, and I was watching one of the little NHL insider shows on ESPN, and some dude, he's supposed to be real raw. He don't play no more, but he said the Toronto Maple Leaf. He said they team fire. So I don't know shit, but I've been on them two teams.
Hey, let's go Bruins. Let's go Florida Panthers. Those are the two teams I'm rooting for. I don't know who good, who not. Yeah, man. But that's a wrap for this Money Down segment. The locks with KoolKen. Make sure y'all get the locks in before it's too late.
Thanks for having me.
We need some money, man.